Now, why can't every week of picking games be like week 3 was for me? I mean, come on. Had a mediocre-ass start to the season, and then week 3, I even talked about in the week 3 picks video, how I felt kind of crazy here because I was taking so many upsets. I didn't really know how to feel about it. I should have felt really, really good about it. It was like the seas parted, and there you go. It was a good week. I was 14-2 picking winners straight up, and 12-4 against the spread. And that's not exactly a bad thing. Like that's a pretty good performance. If you could do that week in and week out when talking about the NFL, you should be considered a damn near savant or picking genius. Betting genius. Probably make some really good money as a gambler if you had that type of performance consistently. So season to date, it definitely put me on the winning side of things. I'm 29-19 picking winners and 27-21 against the spread. Now, time to focus on week 4 and see how things are going to go. Hopefully, with at least another pretty good result. Started off good on Thursday night. Bengals at home. Thursday night, so short week. I took the Bengals minus the 4. Of course, you had the whole thing go down with Tua. And I won't get into that minefield here, but, oh my goodness. I'm sorry, but if you think he didn't have a concussion last Sunday, you're just choosing to be obtuse here. Well, he was examined. Give me a break. Come on, man. Anyways, that was kind of a rough game to watch, because especially once Tua went down and he got the fucking fencing thing going on with his hands, it was just a rough watch from there. But anyways, that's where we ended up. So Bengals start off with the victory. Now I'm going to focus on the Sunday and Monday night games. So let's go ahead and talk about my week 4 picks, the rest of them. Like I said, I already took Cincinnati minus the 4 over Miami. The Sunday early games, you got Minnesota and New Orleans traveling to merry old England. Oh boy, I'm not even going to try an English accent. The English people certainly despondent about the loss of their empire-making queen, empire-supporting queen, whatever. Good riddance. No. That was your Queen Mumsies, I know. But Vikings versus the Saints. Interesting spot for both teams. Saints really need this win. Probably a really nice win for the Vikings to get here. I'm going to take New Orleans plus the 3 without having any other real reason to do so. And that's going to be the early Sunday game in London. Then you switch over to kind of the noon action, the 1 p.m. Eastern action. You got the Browns traveling to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. I will take the Browns minus the 1. You've got Washington, the Commanders, traveling to Dallas to take on the Cowboys, the Commanders. Dallas is only favored by 3. I'm sorry, but I got to smash that. Give me the Cowboys minus the 3 here all frickin' day. You've got Seattle traveling to Detroit to take on the Lions. The Lions, are a competitive team. The Seahawks allowed the Falcons to win their first game last week. I'm going to take Detroit minus the 3.5. I feel kind of icky doing that right now, but the Lions are the Lions, so they will scare you naturally, but they're also 3-0 against the spread this year, so I will go ahead and take Detroit. You've got Tennessee traveling to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I know the Colts certainly are getting an amount of respect because of the fact that they won their first game of the year on Sunday last week against the Chiefs. Meanwhile, the Tennessee Titans had to hold on for dear life to be able to beat the Las Vegas Raiders. So Colts are 3.5-point favorites. I'm sorry, I see that and I got to smash it. As much as I don't think either one of these teams is particularly good right now, I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans plus the 3.5. You best believe that. You've got the Bears traveling to take on the New York Giants, 2-1 teams with kind of hollow records, and they're ready to play both their own unique styles of Bears football. And it looks like it's going to be in bad weather again. Oh, God, to all of us that have to watch this crap. Give me the Giants minus the 3. You got the Jaguars traveling to Philadelphia to take on the undefeated Eagles. The Eagles are 6.5-point favorites here. And we'll see if the Eagles can keep their momentum and go to 4-0. I like the Eagles to win, but I think I'll take the Jaguars to cover on the back door that 6.5 points. I can't believe I'm saying that. Like, I should just roll with the Eagles all the way, but, you know, got to give it up to Doug Peterson and the Jags so far. 2-1 for them. Not a bad performance. You've got the Jets, who look like they might be getting Zach Wilson back, traveling to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. And I've got to ask, like, even if you're the Steelers and you win this game, why are you continuing to waste opportunities for Kenny Pickett to play so that way Mitchell Trubisky could go out there and be Mitchell Trubisky? Like, what the hell? That's what I don't get. Like, it's a waste. It's an absolute waste. And even good coaches, smart coaches, do really stupid things. And Mike Tomlin is a good NFL head coach. He is a smart NFL head coach. And he's being a completely stubborn fucking moron right now about this quarterback situation. Give me the Jets plus the 3.5, because traditionally these are the types of games where the Steelers would struggle a little bit. Against bad opponents at home, oh yeah, I'm going to stick with history here, even though that used to come when you also had Big Ben at quarterback. But I'm going to take the Jets plus the 3.5 because I'm psycho. Big matchup early on in the slate of games is the Buffalo Bills traveling to Baltimore to take on Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, two teams that feature quarterbacks that are MVP candidates of their own, but also seem to carry a disproportionate weight of the total offense on their shoulders, and you wonder sometimes whether that's sustainable or not over the course of the entire season. But this is a big matchup. I will take the Bills minus the 3. Maybe they're smarting off of last Sunday's loss to the Dolphins, and they'll be hungry to come back out and get on the right side of things. And then you got the Chargers traveling to Houston to take on the Texans. I'll take the Chargers minus a 5.5, but this is a bit of a trap game. Could be a letdown game for them on the road against the Texans. I do not feel great about that selection. Switching over to the late Sunday afternoon games, you've got Arizona traveling to Carolina to take on the Panthers. I'll take the Cardinals minus the 0.5 point. Another game I'm glad I don't have to watch. Big matchup on Sunday afternoon. You've got the Patriots without Mac Jones traveling to Green Bay to take on the Packers. The Packers are 9.5 point favorites here. What are we going to get, some Brian Hoyer action? Oh, good Lord. Yeah, got to take the Packers to win here, but admittedly, it's not like their offense is setting the world on fire or anything. I do like the Patriots to cover the 9.5 point spread. I'll probably regret it, but I've not been impressed out of what I've seen out of the Packers offense so far this year. And then you've got the Broncos traveling to Las Vegas to take on the Raiders. And it's going to be one of those things that if the Raiders lose and Josh McDaniels, as his return to an NFL head coach, starts off 0-4, like it's going to get ugly pretty quickly for Las Vegas. Meanwhile, frankly, if the Broncos go into Las Vegas and they lose this game, all that big move they made for Russell Wilson and all that, they'll be sitting at 2-2. It's going to be kind of ugly for them. I'm going to take the Raiders to win minus the 2.5 because maybe even Josh McDaniels is going to be on the right side of things since he wants revenge against his former employer. So I'll take the Raiders minus the 2.5. Sunday night, we're hoping shapes up, I'm assuming, to be another, kind of classic matchup. Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady one more time. Chiefs at Bucks. I will take the Chiefs plus the 0.5 point here. It's basically a pick'em game, honestly. And then Monday night, you got the Rams traveling to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. As much as the Rams struggle with the 49ers, I don't think the 49ers are a great team by any stretch of the imagination. It's a small spread, so to me, when I see a 1.5 point spread, that's basically a pick'em. I'm going to take the Rams plus the 1.5 to win. Because, yeah, like there's more to the Rams than there is the 49ers, in my opinion. But we'll see how it plays out on Monday night. So anyways, those are my picks for Week 4. You can pick against me. Let me know how you do. Keep it up all season. Let's see how this weekend plays out, though.